How are you? My name is Chabulan Chitanda. So I'm recording this video as part of, I think it's community service. My community is our continent, and that is Africa. So I've decided, I've had a lot of people asking me, I want to go back to college, or I want to study, I want to do a degree, or I want to do a course, but I'm working, and 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 how do I do it? I cannot stop working. Can I do it online? Online learning, some people call it e-learning. So it is not distance education per se, whereby you get the material, you go and read, and then you get tutorials, and then you submit the assessment or write exams. Is different. So online learning there's a lot of engagement. Maybe every week you must engage with material, maybe with your peers and with your facilitators, maybe your lecturers. So there are a number of things involved in online learning. It's similar to contact or face-to-face learning, but the difference that you are not in class, or maybe you're not seeing the lecturers in face-to-face. But from my experience, I've been teaching online, I think, for 3 years. I did a course online also, I think, for like 6 months. No, is it 2 months? So I think, so I'm explaining from what I understand and what are the requirements of institutions, or maybe the bodies of education, maybe what they expect and what they require. So I'll speak from the end of a degree, and so most of the courses or programs, they fit into that, into the credit and something like that. So if you understand in the NQF level, so there are several levels. NQF level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm going to speak from 5, 6, 7, and 8 is an honors program. 5 usually first year, 6 second year, and then 7 is a third year, and then 8, and then masters 9, and then PhD is 10. So there are credits that are allocated for each program. So I just created this slide so that I show you. Usually each year, if you're doing it full time, you may need 120 credits, maybe 128, 130, depending on the institution. But in total, I think a degree 360, if I'm mistaken, 360, 370, around there, not less than 360. So what it means that per each credit, you need 10 hours of working around. So of those 10 hours, maybe some is attending class, reading, and other things. So I created this slide. I do apologize if I miss something. Can ask at the bottom, can type some questions. Maybe there's someone on this platform who can also add some information, and I can be able to reply. I want to explain. I want this video not be boring and not be long, so I'll try to explain as quickly as possible. I'll start. Okay, I included graduating here or finishing. I believe in finishing what we do, but not just finishing, but doing it well as well. So I wrote something here: online learning, not distance learning. So let us make our content better. Let us continue learning. So 120. Let's say per year, you want to study from I think you want to register or want to apply, or maybe you have done it already. So let's say you're doing 120 credits. Usually for 120 credits, like 8, 7 modules. Some of the modules are 12 credits, 16 credits, something like that. So like what I said, online involves engagements, reading, assessments, there are forum discussions. You don't see the people that are in your class, but you engage with them, you discuss with them, you attend maybe tutorials online via webinars. So you must be aware of that. So by saying that, you need internet connection, you need proper internet connection, maybe you need Wi-Fi, maybe you need data. You must be aware of how much data do you need. So you must avoid wasting your data on Instagram, YouTube, and other things. So you must be aware of, maybe there's a video, you need maybe 200 megabytes per week, you need 500 megabytes, you need to know all those things. If you can download wherever you are, you can download and read later, it's possible. You can use your laptop and use your phone for downloads to read. Maybe if you're traveling, you can read while you're traveling, but if you're driving, obviously. So maybe, and then usually it takes you 10 months. Most institutions, they start in Feb, and then they end in December, and then usually June, July, there is a break there, so 10 months. So let's say you need, I say 120 credits, so times 10, 1,200 hours, meaning that if we divide by those 10 months, we need 120 hours per month. And then if we, I don't know if I did my calculations right. I don't like to script myself. So I believe you're working full time. So maybe you sleep, you like to sleep your 8 hours. So if you see that you're not doing well, you can cut your sleep maybe to 7 hours. So you can take an hour from there, maybe sleep at 11, and then wake up at 6. I don't know how many hours is that. Yeah, that's 7. So although you get support from institutions and facilitators, you still need to work on your own in terms of reading, understanding. Otherwise, you're going to waste money, and then you're going to fail, and then maybe you're going to blame the facilitators, and maybe blame the institution, and maybe feel miserable, and then you think life is not good. So avoid that. I think it's important that we plan our time and what do I need. You know yourself, you know your habits. What do you do when you wake up? And then your weekends, what do you do? Something like that. And then so per week, if we divide that by 4 weeks, although there are like 2 days extra, let's say we have 30. So we need 30 hours. We have 30 hours of study per week. So each week of 30 hours. I mean, let us include only 5 days. Let us exclude the weekend. So divide by 5. So you need 6 hours a day of study. Wow, it's a lot. So where do we take these 6 hours from? We have 24 hours, we cannot make it 26. So you remember I said you sleep 8 hours, you wake 8 hours. So you're left with 8, maybe you travel 2 hours, maybe an hour, and then something like that. So you're left with 6. So your life is like full, of which I don't believe in that. You must leave a margin. So let us say, some people learn quickly. I'm not saying this for everyone, but this is a requirement of the CHE. I'm speaking to those who are studying in South Africa. So I think I must say that. So I've excluded weekends for these 6 hours, and then you can utilize your weekends, and then you can cut some of the hours. You can use 4 hours each day. So some people don't do it full time, they do less modules, or maybe they do part time. So maybe you need 3 hours a day. I think this information was helpful. So please try to organize your life and how do you do your things. I think, yeah, let's do it. And then let's discuss. And then those who are doing it, you can maybe share your ideas and what you are doing to make it better and something like that. Thank you so much for listening and watching this screen recording. Thank you.